Hey Globetrotters, welcome back to the coolest corner of the internet, my channel. Before we dive into the world of Wanderlust, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. You know, spread the love like confetti. We're about to unlock the secrets of the travel industry together, so you can always be the maestro of planning epic, safe, and downright enjoyable adventures. Let's jet set and roll. Are you ready? Hashtag travel goals, hashtag adventure awaits.
My channel. This is part 2 of the 8 reasons why cruising is the way to go in 2024. So we've gone through 5 reasons already, and I'm going to go through them again very quickly, just so we can get a lineup of all 8. So the number 1 reason was the diverse destinations. You get to save money, explore more, you get to maximize your travel, and you have one ship, multiple locations. The number 2 reason was convenience. It's an all-in-one experience. You get the accommodation, the dining, the entertainment, all in one. And it's basically one trip you get to unpack once, and you never have to worry about it for the duration of the trip. It is a hassle-free way to travel. It's enjoyable, and it's like being in a floating hotel. The 3rd reason is the culinary experience. Whether you're dining at a buffet or you're dining at a specialty restaurant, the food is uncanny. You actually get as much food as you want. You can eat whenever you want. The variety of cuisines just caters to just about everyone. Kids love the buffet, so they go in there and pick their chicken nuggets or whatever the case is. But the culinary experience is one that you get on the one that you get on the ship is just uncanny. You cannot get a better variety. Unless you're spending a lot of money in one location. So the number 4 reason is amenities. You get a pool, you get a casino, you get, in some cases, you get a fitness center, you get a theater, you get a nightclub. All places for kids to play, places for adults to play, places for adults to play like kids, and places for adults who want to act like kids. There's a place for everyone. The number 5 is the ease of planning. You get one trip, one price, multiple activities, and multiple locations. So you get the floating resort aspect of it when you're cruising. So reason number 6 is basically the social atmosphere. We work all year long just to pile up a bunch of stresses about work, family, even just the news. Listening to the news could be stressful, or sports. And you need those days to decompress and just leave your stress behind. The social connections with other people is needed. And when you go on vacation, you get to meet other people. We just went on a cruise a couple of weeks ago, and we got to meet people, just talking to people, learning about different experiences, different cultures, learning about just about, their vacation, our vacation, and talking about things that are other than what you would normally talk about in your daily life today while you're working makes a really big difference. So you're leaving your stress behind. You people watch, if you're an introvert, you people watch, and that's okay too. But people just came up to us. We were on a cruise, and my friend was having a birthday, and we met 4 other ladies whose birthday were on the same night. And then when we went to the nightclub, we met more people who were having the same birthday, and we got to talk to everyone, and you feel more included, you get more confidence, and when you see them the next day, you just remember their faces. I'm really bad with names, so I remembered faces, but at least you get to say hello, and you get to talk to other people. For people who travel alone, this is actually perfect for you, right? Because you go in there, they have events for single people who travel alone in some of the cruises. Others, just have events in general, theme events, that allow you to go out and meet other people. So the social event of it is important. It decompresses you, you leave your stress behind, and you just have fun. That's the reason number 6. Now, reason number 7 is the security and the safety. Every cruise ship works really hard and actually are mandated, right, to make sure that every single sailor that goes out to that ship is safe, and every crew member is safe as well. So there are 5 components to the security and safety portion of it that I'm going to try to go really quickly because I can't understand. but I'm going to try to go through it very quickly. The number one is the emergency response protocols. Every ship has one. And when you get on the ship, they're either going to get you onto a specific deck to talk about all the safety measures, kind of like what you do on a plane. They tell you about just the different emergencies that could happen. So they do drills on whether there's going to be a fire, whether somebody's going to fall overboard, whether there's a piracy threat or a medical emergency. So they go through all of that and they train you, the sailor, just so you know what you have to do, because a quick response and a prompt response is actually a response that's potentially going to save your life and the life of others. So the crew works with you as a sailor to understand what the protocols are, just so you can feel more safe and just so you can actually, act if something were to happen. The number two is the crew accountability. Every ship is equipped with advanced communication to be able to contact and reach out to every crew member at any moment. And the reason for that is that the crew can then respond to you in a timely manner. They can respond to you quickly if there is an emergency. When you first get on the ship, you will see that your section is probably assigned to one person. They will know exactly who you are, and they'll be able to help you. If there's an emergency, there's a phone in your room, you can also reach out to them as well that way. Now, the third reason is really security measures against piracy. Piracy is a thing. It really is. So every ship has security personnel on board. They each have anti-piracy barriers, right? Security personnel is always on board. Whether they're wearing their uniform or not, they are on board and they're watching, and they're basically protecting you. So when you go offshore or you come back on the ship for your offshore activities, and you come back on the ship, you will see that security is there to check you in. When you go up, they check you out. We had an incident on one of the recent ships where the ship is a non-smoking ship, and we smelled some people, I guess, smoking, and within 3 minutes, and I'm not exaggerating, within 3 minutes, security was there and that smell was gone. So you could always feel assured that there's security personnel on every single ship. The other thing is there are secure zones within the ship. So if there's ever going to be a situation, everyone's going to get to a secure area, just so every sailor and crew member is safe. The vessels receive intelligent updates as well. Now, recently, if you go onto my Facebook page, you will see that I put an article on there about Virgin Voyages, who halted their operations to Australia for now because of intelligence that they received from the government. You should feel safe to know that the ships have done their homework when they're going to different places. We went to the Bahamas. A lot of people were concerned. We had zero issues getting there. The other thing to remember is that when you go offshore and you explore an island or just a different country, you want to make sure that you stay within the vicinity of the ship, the cruise ship. I never really go out of whatever events the ship has organized for us, because I know that that's where I'm safe and that's where I'm secure.
Moreover, cruise vessels must have sufficient medical facilities equipped to handle first aid, injuries, and illnesses. The staff is also trained to proficiently administer first aid when necessary. Bear in mind that in the event of illness on board, typical health insurance may not be applicable on the majority of cruise ships. It's advisable to discuss cruise insurance options with your travel consultant or procure it independently to ensure comprehensive coverage.
Hey, we're there, people, my traveling friends. So, reason number 8 is simple. You save money. It's all inclusive. You get the accommodation, you get the dining, you get the entertainment, you get the transportation, you get the multiple ports. It's an easier way to budget your money and avoid unexpected expenses. So I've also kind of cut this into 5 different parts. I'll go by it really quickly. The number 2 reason is your value for your money. Imagine what you're getting for the money that you're paying. You know, you get the variety of amenities and all the activities are included. You get multiple dining options. You get a buffet. You have multiple different restaurants that are specialized. Sometimes you'll get a steakhouse. You'll get an Italian restaurant. You get a Brazilian steakhouse, or you get a Korean barbecue. You get to experience different types of cuisines and all under one roof, right? All under one roof. So it's like a mini resort, basically. Your various recreational and facilities. You know, some of the ships today have zip lining. You know, others have this tube that you go under and you go to the pool. Others have, you know, go-karts. Depending on what makes you happy, you could play like a kid, or you could play with your kids, right? So there's so much to do on a ship, and these ships today are getting more and more advanced. So you get to see more and more things on ships that you wouldn't see. So much to do, you know, fitness, everything. Versus booking all these things separately. So think about it, you're going away with the kids, you have to book these activities separately. Here, you have all under one roof. So the value for your money is just, you know, something that you can't compare. You absolutely can't compare. The third is that you get multiple destinations on one trip. You visit multiple locations, the same cruise. You could stay overnight sometimes. Sometimes the cruises will stay on one island for 2 to 3 days, or in a different country for 2 to 3 days. And you're basically coming back to the ship, sleeping, going back the next day and doing what you have to do. You just have to be careful and just be cautious. And you know, if you're bringing important documents, some of the ships will let you, you know, you have to bring your documents, because when you come back, you have to show your passport when you're checking into the ship. And other ships, you know, recently we took Virgin, they give you this little tag. It just depends on what ship you're going on. But ultimately, you know, one trip, you get multiple destinations. It's a floating resort. You know, you get a wide range of activities. You get live shows, you get concerts, you get sports facilities, you get themed events, and it's included in your trip. The 5th thing is, if you have kids, the cruise is the way to go.
Based on the cruise ship and travel plan, various companies such as MSC, Royal Caribbean, Holland America Line, Norwegian, Costa Cruises, and more extend a kids sail-free promotion. This promotion typically applies to children aged 12 or younger. Itineraries vary, so for additional information, kindly reach out to your travel advisor.
That you want to go on a cruise with, the best way to do it is to call a travel agent and see if you can get a group discount. Because most of the time, if you travel in groups, you will get a better value for your money. Couples, you know, if you're going on your honeymoon, or if you're just, you know, want to go with your significant other, a lot of the ships will give you, you know, a good, they may not discount your price, although Virgin Voyages is having a promotion that's going to end tomorrow, where the second person that you take with you on a cruise pays 65% less. So there are a lot of promotions like that, and after this video, you will get to see a snapshot of a lot of them. But give us a call, and we're happy to tell you what they are. We don't charge anything for our services. We're travel agents, so we're not going to charge you anything. We just give you the information, and if you want to book, we help you book. Our payments come in a commission form. You don't necessarily pay more for it, but we're here to help you. So the more people I help, the better off I am. You know, so that's the last thing. That's really, you get a reduced overall cost for the vacation that you have, and especially if you're going to travel with a large group of people, it's just the best way to go. Okay, so thank you again for watching. Follow us on our next video. I am so happy to have you watch, and I do hope to see you again soon. Bye.